Hello, happy Thursday. Because it is Thursday, we're getting good at this. Colleen is not joining us today because we didn't get back home until after 1:30 from our morning job, I might add. It was a really super job. It was down in Boston, which obviously is a big place. When we left this morning, we left earlier than usual. We took 3 dogs. Sybil did not come with us because she didn't want to go in the car this morning, and that's quite all right. So she stayed home. We had Willow and Larky and Wanda. Carleen, Willow, Larky and Judy, they travelled down ahead of us, and Janine and I followed with Sally the turkey, Ziggy the rabbit, and Flower, who's obviously nearing the end of her training. So we followed, and as we were en route, Carleen called and said, "Oh, we're backed up on such and such a bridge, you should go on the 93. Well, we obviously weren't that far behind them because we were also stuck on the same bridge. The traffic, we were supposed to, our GPS told us we would be there at 10:02. We got there at 10:41. So we really don't like turning up that late to jobs. And we thought, crikey, they're going to be really upset with us because they've been there for 41 minutes. They'll be finished and be looking to take the dogs out and go on their way home. So as we pulled in with a truck and trailer, which I might add is not easy, so all kudos to Janine for driving through crazy Boston, very angry traffic with those obstacles. And we drew up in front of the building, and they were like, "Oh, look, we've obviously just timed this perfectly because they're just leaving." They'd just come in the other entrance, and they were arriving at the same time. So we'd obviously hit all the same traffic, and we were all 41 minutes late. So we ran in and double checked, and they were absolutely delighted to have us, which was super. So this was the first time we've been to this facility. And it was absolutely wonderful. We saw well over 100 people, maybe about 120. We did four floors, just popping on the elevator in between each floor. And it was really super, a wide variety of people. The last floor, the 4th floor, is people who are just in for rehab before going home. And other people are there on a longer stay, etc. So lots of really a very varied experience, and a really wonderful staff, a very happy, very upbeat staff. So that was fantastic. So it was a very enjoyable job for, I think, the people who we visited with, and also for us as well. It was, it was really super watching the animals do their thing. And there was one gentleman he was on the 4th floor, and he was so disappointed. He said, "Did I miss my photo opportunity with the mini horse?" And I said, "Yes." I said, "She's come back downstairs." He went, "Oh no." So Janine was asked if she would consider bringing the mini horse back up. So she went to get her from the trailer all the way back up in the elevators, and he got his photo opportunity with her. It was really super, a very worthwhile visit. So we were delighted to go to that. We have said that if we go back again, we would maybe go for a 1 o'clock appointment in the afternoon to see if we can cut out the traffic. And the reason there was traffic was the state police were stopping people on the bridge because they were driving in a bus lane, and they had so many cars stopped. And obviously they were pulling people. It was a bit crazy. So anyway, we got there. And we all made it back, but Carleen's a bit tired, so she's having a rest. And here, thank you. I hope I'm clear enough. People are. So that was a very good, very long morning, and Willow did exceptionally well. So that was nice. Then. This afternoon we just did barn chores, and I've just done Meredith chores because I think the reason the gate is being removed from the fencing in the sheep paddock is because a certain very large female horse, as soon as it starts getting dark, Hey, Arthur! As soon as it starts getting dark, I think she's like, right, that's enough of this. I should be inside in my stall with my dinner. And I don't know what you lot are playing at, so I'm taking myself. So I've decided that the best way to tackle this is to get there before it gets dark and pop her in. And sure enough, I turned up yesterday afternoon, Nick and I, and we drew up, could see her in the paddock, and she walked over to the gate and she just lifted one foot and put it in the bottom of the gate and looked directly at me. And I'm like, ooh, challenge accepted. So we got her in pretty sharpish, and the gate stayed upright. So that's absolutely fantastic. So Meredith is all happy and sorted. Everybody has their evening hay and their hot mash, and we're good to go. So that's good. There's 3 pieces of mail here. And some of it, I think Caroline has, well, 2 of them I know Caroline has definitely ordered. The first one is 18-in-1 multi-bit screwdriver. So this is obviously for this pouch that she's making with everything she could possibly need in the whole widey world. So that's super. I'm going to leave that there. And then this box here contains these, which are the nets of cubes sort of thingies. And so I'm presuming she has ordered these because, if I remember correctly, she was talking about small boxes to send out her monkey fist. I'm presuming what that is intended for. So she has a box full of those. There we go. So that's super. Now, it doesn't tell me who said this, but it says it's perishable. And I have no idea. So if somebody sent this, you'll need to let me know because there's no name on the box. It did come from Florida. That much I do know. Right. Whew. Feels like an ice pack, actually. Gel pack. Somebody must have said this. It's that Panera salad dressing she likes. Vinaigrette, marinade, balsamic. Now, I don't know whether or not somebody sent it or she's bought it. One never can quite tell. Anyway, there we go. Vinaigrette and marinade. Balsamic and an ice pack. All that packaging for one poor little bottle. So I'll have to take that over and pop it in her fridge. Now, since it's only me, you're going to have to ask lots of questions. Yes, Willow goes home with Judy every night. That's where she stays. Judy has her in a training program, and she's that's where the intention has always been, was for Judy to be the main carer for Willow, so she's under her care. We're going to have to tackle when Judy is away and when she goes travelling, so that's a bridge that we're going to have to cross once we get there. Sally the turkey was absolutely super. She's hilarious. She really is. And people just can't. Oh, did you not see Willow leave with Judy? Or maybe she left her here and then she'll pick her up later. I don't actually know. They got home before us. We were a bit later because we've got the trailer. If she did not go home, I didn't see her in the house when I went to check on Caroline. If she didn't go home with Judy, then she'll be going home with Judy tomorrow. So it's 6 1/2 dozen. She gets there eventually. The turkey did enjoy her first city visit. She just loves being dragged around in that blinking little chariot, which I tell you, the front wheels are not working. It makes manoeuvring her through a sea of chairs and wheelchairs and beds really quite tricky, but we get there. Yes, tomorrow is Home for the Deaf in Danvers. Oh, maybe. Right. We're going to hold off on posting a video of the loft because, to be very honest with you, every time we post a video of anything, even though it's got the proper planning, the proper permission, or it didn't need permission, somebody phones the planning department, and the planning department man said to us, whatever you post online, it gets emailed to me. And he said he then has to come out. So it's kind of like inviting a visit from the poor man, who is very, very nice. The last time he was here, he said the only thing that he would take issue with was the fact that there were 5 tiles on the roof of the White House that he said, for your own benefit, you need to have put down because they'll start letting water in. But, you know, he has to come for a visit, and it starts a whole stramash, and then, it's problematic. So we're just going to let it rest for a little bit. I'm not sure. No, it's Carol that's going to come with us tomorrow, not Randy and Donna or Penny. It's Carol. She's going to meet us at the Home for the Deaf. And Janine and I are definitely going. What are we taking? I'm not sure what we're taking. There you go. I have no idea what we're taking. Tomorrow will be a surprise. I'm not sure if Carlene's going tomorrow, but Carol is going to join us there. So there will definitely be Janine, myself and Carol, and maybe Carlene, because Judy doesn't come in on a Friday. Yes, Carol's coming. Thank you, Carol. I don't think there's any plans for Penny to be there. Not that I'm aware of, though. I just turn up when I'm needed. And tomorrow I'm also hoping in the afternoon to get Enzo back out. Janine found me a wooden pack saddle, a mule pack saddle, up in the hayloft here. So it's on Meredith, and now I just have to remember to put it the right way round on Enzo. I'd like to walk him back down to the co-op to see how he does with the pack saddle on and check that there's no rubs and that he's not going to misbehave, which would be so unlike Enzo. And then I'll take him down, we'll do a dry run, and hopefully next week we'll be picking up feed. We're going to start with 30-pound bags. Just so you know, mules are exceptionally strong, they're exceptionally sure-footed, and they're actually the best out of all equine. Okay, don't let anybody tell you anything other than that. Mules are totally and utterly the best. They're the most intelligent, sure-footed, and they have got the best sense of humour ever. So there. Janine probably wouldn't agree with me, but it'll be between us, okay? So Enzo we're hoping to take out on a week, because every week to go and pick up something from the co-op, because he loves the job. He's such a little stinker. What he does is, Enzo doesn't like to be caught because he is a strong, independent mule, and it embarrasses him in front of the sheep when I come in, plonk a halter on him, and then take him out. He likes to be seen as independent and in charge of absolutely everything. So I have to pretend to chase him, and I walk slowly around the paddock, and then we wander off up to the first paddock. He goes in the barn and he says, right, so nobody's in here with us. You can pop the halter on and I'll come willingly. I'm like, splendid. Pop the halter on, take him out, and then as soon as you take him down the road, the ears are forward, he's trot-trotting away, he is so happy. He just loves going out and being totally fabulous. It's just Enzo. So he walks down, it's about 1.2 miles. It takes us about an hour to get to the co-op and back. And the reason it takes us an hour to get back is because it's way up a hill, okay? It's up a hill, round a bend, and up a hill. So there's quite a lot going on, and sometimes we do stop to talk to people because people stop their car and they say, what a pretty pony, and then I have to explain to them, he is not a pony. He is a very handsome mule. And then we clarify that problem, and then we talk about where he came from. So you don't go anywhere fast with Enzo because it's so lovely. Everybody likes to, he looks like a fluffy teddy bear, although we know he's not. Everybody likes to stop and admire him, and he quite appreciates that too. So it's always exciting when you go somewhere with Enzo. So I am hoping tomorrow, after we've been to the Home for Death, I'd like to go to Meredith, get him out, get him down to the co-op, and then I'm coming back to go out with Kate and Kate with Tenny. Pam will take Hugo, and I will take Boone in hand, and we will go out and walk for probably an hour and a half or so, just round the farm at the moment, and that keeps everybody happy. That's our Friday afternoon routine. That's our Friday afternoon routine. Because the weather has been nice on Friday afternoons. I'm quite sure if it was driving rain, none of us would be out, but we're fair weather horse exercisers. That's what we are. So that's the aim for tomorrow afternoon, if we're lucky. Well, could I just say that Angus is having a bit of a fabulous time in his new home. He's in with 2 naughty mini horses, and it seems to be going exceptionally well. So this is a lovely environment for such a young donkey. And the funny thing is, we've always had this policy, and we feel mainly it's for the best. We like to rehome donkeys with another donkey. Feel it's how it works out best. But Angus, don't ask what happened with Angus, but he hangs out with the mini horses. He used to follow Delight around all the time. Wilbur, you always saw that trio. It was always Delight, Wilbur, and Angus in the middle of everything. So it appears that we now have Angus in the middle of 2 other mini horses, and he seems to be having an absolutely wonderful time. So much so that he's doing his happy braying. You know, the happy bray that he does with his head up in the air, and he's trotting along, and he's telling everybody just how fantastic life is. So he's been doing that and apparently charming people. So that is good. That's the most suitable and phenomenal environment for that boy. And it's very hard because, as I tell everybody, I helped birth him. I know Harley was there, but I had to get him out of the amniotic sac. So that was a first for me, and it was very exciting. And we all watched him grow up, and he's just been such super fun. But I suppose the thing is, we'll bring in another pregnant mare at some point, and we'll start the whole process all over again. It's always a bit heart-wrenching, particularly with animals that you've seen grow. You know, like we've got our 2 baby goats in here that we've seen grow from bottle-fed babies. You get so very attached to them, and it is difficult, but you know, there's so many animals out there that are all needing a bit of assistance and nurturing, so that's all we can hope for. Well, yes, this is true, but as I've explained, that the loft is Janine's home, and that's quite correct. And it's not that we're withholding it from you. It's just that at this precise moment in time, we really don't have the headspace to be dealing with anything else. You know, we get, and I know this isn't apparent. We get complaint emails in. We get emails telling us we're doing a fantastic job, and it's lovely, but you know, we just seem to have, there's certain things that we do, like when we show areas that we've developed, areas that we've replenished or we've refurbished, it seems to trigger an event, and the event is we get somebody down and somebody sitting rubbing their hands saying, oh, that's them in trouble now. And we're not in trouble because, believe it or not, we're actually doing things properly, which may not always have been the case, but we are. And, you know, we're trying our best. So to keep everybody nice and calm and happy, yes, you can see it at some point, but at this precise moment in time, we're just sauntering on and trying to keep our head above water. So that's why. Oh my goodness, apparently I have to mention the Henny Penny board. I'm mentioning the Henny Penny board. That's our fuel to keep us all going. So if you can, please remember it's there. Oh, so the black chicken and the grey one, they're down in with the others, and they're just fine. And they're quite happy. They're just very robust. They just keep toddling on. They tend to keep themselves more to themselves. But Sally, we were a wee bit worried. Sally is the funniest turkey. We just cannot, for love nor money, get her to integrate in with either one of the other turkeys or the trio of turkeys or two turkeys. She is a single Pringle turkey, and that's the bottom line. She likes the ducks. There's no problem with her integrating in with the ducks, but it's been so sad watching her. She stands and she paddles on the bank of the pond, and the ducks are swimming away, and it's almost like she's pining for them. So we brought some other landlubbers in, and that's the baby chick who's now enormous, and the black chicken. And so we popped them in there as companions, and they just tend to hang out and do their own chicken thing. But at least she's got other companions at night time, because the ducks are not coming in. Okay, it's a source of stress in Nick's life, and we popped them there. And the other thing is, it's quite good when the ducks do come in. They all lie round about Sally, and they all share a bit of warmth. So, with there only being two chickens in that space, we thought what we would do is we'd pop them in there so that when it does get colder, they have the ability to go in and curry in with the other winged animals. So we're hoping that works out. Yes, the two chickens would have been in with Sally earlier. Uh-oh!
What happened? Where is she?
Turned her into a ball. That's in the box. I think these are for her.
Oh, those
thingies.
There you
go. And then there's that. Oh, you just for Sassy. See how it is.
Did you milk out?
I drink milk out. Honestly. I'm just saying what a good job that was this morning.
God, it's exhausting.
Well, we tired out your mother.
Well, I can't remember looking at. So tired out me too.
I mean, did Meredith think that he did?
Oh, really?
Yeah. And all cake and all that sort of stuff. That's done. And I've got a bag of those. What do you call those things? Tell it's in my car. Do you want them in here, or do you want me to take them to Meredith? Because I've got a bag on Meredith. I couldn't remember. Excuse me. Sorry.
We need a bag there. We're going to share first.
All right. Okay, that's fine. I'll take the second bag over because Chester eats so much.
I just posted this video today.
Did you?
Oh, that's complete chaos. Everybody, all the staff took off with all the animals.
I think we saw 120 people.
That was a lot.
There's 45. We were on four floors, and the lady said to me, "There's 45 people on each floor," and we saw at least half.
Yeah, on every floor.
And then there was the staff, and there
we were there for a long time.
We were there till about 1 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very busy
day. I should
put
my watch on because I told you how many steps we did.
A lot.
Steps and elevators, up, down, up,
I think
down.
that I posted a video, I think that showed how happy the staff was.
Yeah.
Because it was a pretty depressing place, I felt. But not when we were there.
No.
It really, that was a good job. Even though the whole way in I bitched.
I know, we didn't think we were going to get there at all.
It was a long drive. And it wasn't, you know, I looked at the phone. I don't know if we said this right.
It did.
Looked at the phone. It was supposed to be an hour and 2 minutes, but it really took close to 2 hours because of traffic. And, yeah. But it turned out to be a great, and I said next time we go, we'll go in the afternoon so we don't have to deal with the variable of traffic.
Yes.
And so all it takes in the morning is one, you know, fender bender, and you go from an hour and 2 minutes to 2 hours.
Well, I should say that I was saying to you, I went to Meredith yesterday with Nick in the afternoon to go and get the chores done, and at the across the road quarantine field there was a state police car with a police officer sitting in it, and it was reversed into the sort of like the slip into the field. I was like, I said, this just means all the horses, the sheep, and everything out. I'm like, that's us. We're done for, Nick. I said, just go down the main driveway. And we went down, and everybody's like, hello? I was like, oh, obviously not us.
Yeah.
All present and accounted for.
It's terrible, isn't it? Yeah. So I don't have to go to Meredith?
No, it's all done.
Oh, okay.
Chester's got a super big dinner.
Did you see Betsy?
No. And in fact, I tell you what I did do. By the time I was leaving to come back here, Betsy wasn't back, so I drove round in case she'd come off. Oh, but she's okay. And then I phoned Kate and I said, what time did Betsy go out? And she said, do you want me to phone Betsy and make sure she's okay? I said, I don't like phoning people that I know are on horseback,
right,
in case it startles the horse. And she went, I'll do it then. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because that's all it takes for Chester.
I know.
I leave my phone at home.
It was she was on the mare, she was on the sunshine.
She were both of them.
Yeah, so I'm bouncing around and all that, and I'm thinking, next to kill me, better not be watching. I'm bouncing around on all the rubble tracks, and I thought, and I saw something that looked like a black riderless something or other at the apple orchard, and I was like, this is awful. It was a deer.
Oh, really?
But it was so dull. Yeah, it looked really dark. I was like, and I just saw it, and the stone wall was there, and there was this hump. I was like, I was like, I'm going to have to drive really off-road now.
All this stuff happens while I'm napping.
I know, exactly.
I just took a nap like I was shot.
Yes, like when so was your mother.
Yeah.
In fact, when I was in her bandana was slipping over her forehead.
Yeah. Well, it's stressful driving a horse trailer in Boston.
I know. I explained that one as well.
Yeah. And the good news is I'll probably be up all night.
Oh, yay! Great, go you! And for the home of the deaf tomorrow, you'll be right to the party.
So we've got you, Carol, myself, Carlene. We should be fine.
Yeah, if your mum goes.
Oh, she'll be fine.
She'll be fine?
Yeah, she'll be fine. Yeah, that was a long morning.
Oh, we were up down round about, weren't we?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, so that was good.
So, so that's all. And then it's
I don't know why we bother with weekends.
I know, really.
I don't even know what. It's same old, isn't it?
Yeah, then we feed. Yeah.
Still going to be up at the same time.
And we're doing fence repairs hopefully this weekend. Because I'm meeting the fence guy, more fence repairs in the back. Remember Leslie went to with the neighbors? We're going to get that fixed. Did
the man reply to you?
Yes, he's coming tomorrow to take a look. Because that's Wanda saying she wants to come in here because she thinks it's warm. She could be. Come on, Wanda.
Wanda, maybe wipe it, darling. It's not warm.
And we had a horse that went over the fence and went to the neighbors and met the police. So, and I duct taped it. I duct taped it together, and it's fine. But if they really want to get out, they can. So I'm going to have that whole back fence out by the Tanner barn replaced because they're starting to poke around like that could be a way to go meet the neighbors.
That's how you know they're getting really healthy.
So I want to get that fixed. At least get new post baby before winter.
Lovely call. Oh, she's up there. She's not pretty. The age of the mini horses, according to their Coggins, is aged.
There you go. Flower's not aged.
No, the mini new ones.
Oh, but
we think the black and white one's not that
age. He's a baby. I actually looked at his.
Did you? Is he a baby?
Yes, he's very much baby. It looks like he's 2 years old at the maximum.
Oh my God, who's that? Is that my husband?
That looks like your husband. Oh, he found us.
Hello.
Go on.
Comes in and blind.
How are you? I need to get one of those.
Number 10.
Oh,
there you go.
There you go.
Sausage.
Every
Every time I see him, Yeah, anytime I see him, I'm like, barn doors down again. Again.
Terrible.
When he got cold, because we got apparently
no, because it was only me, so I wasn't really worried about the cold. I was
yeah, no. Then you'll be sitting there all night going, God, I'm so cold, I can't warm up again.
Yeah, that's for the warm showers. But the warm shower, my problem is I go in for a warm shower and then I'm like, oh,
yes,
it's like a nap.
It's getting out when you get out of the shower and the air is cold. Yeah, especially in the house because there's no heating in there at the moment.
What? I don't understand why. Well, we'll talk about this later. I thought we were going to get that guy out. But, yeah, okay, we'll talk about it.
We're living.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saving a fortune on electricity.
There's got to be some reason.
There's got to be an upside somewhere.
Yeah, if that was Carlene, that guy would have been out here and fixed it already.
The same day.
Yeah. So.
In fact, should have barricaded him in until we finished the job.
When I first met Elizabeth, I used to go around to her parents' house because she was living at her parents' house for dinner. And we would sit in the rooms in that house were big and they were very high ceilings.
Yeah.
And I would sit there freezing to death because they just didn't heat that place, did they?
Well, they did actually heat it.
Yeah.
But my mother used to hand them a fleece at the front door to put on.
Everything, so I'd have to just put on more and more layers of clothing.
She kept the fleece in the back hallway and got, there you go, Nick.
And then
I don't know, she probably one for every man you had coming by.
Yeah.
What was your name again? Nick. Okay, honey, it's Nick, not Ted. It's Nick. Nick's here.
No, Nick. It's Nick. No, Nick. Yeah. And then so then I'd sit down for dinner, and Elizabeth's family had large portions for dinner, and I never
big or go home.
So I'd with perseverance fight my way through this huge plate of food, and then just as my last spoonful went in, she'd go, "Oh gosh, there's some more."
Yeah.
And then I would go to Nick's mother's house, and Nick's mother, I would be like dying with the heat, and they'd French windows at the head of the table, and I'd be like, "Do you mind if I just go out the door?" And I'd go out and stand there and go, "I'm dying! Is there more food here?"
My mom's house is way too hot.
It's like a hot house.
It's one of those you're sitting there going, falling asleep.
Yeah.
So hot. That like your mom's house.
Yeah. I used to sit there and absolutely pass out, didn't I? On our table.
Well, Elizabeth got a good giggle when we went by the Wang Center, and I didn't know what Wang meant in Scotland.
I thought that was universal, no?
No.
Sort of, I think it is with guys.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. I was saying to Nick that when we first moved here, and when we lived because we went past where we lived, we
went everywhere.
We were in the whole of Boston.
Yeah.
And I said, we used to come out and we would giggle because we'd go past Carl's Sausage World. We were like, "This is Sausage World." Giggle, and take pictures. And then
little did we realise it's actually like a pretty decent place to go and eat. I thought it was like some museum of sausages or something like that. The sausage museum. The fat cactus.
And then the plastic dinosaur that's, the orange
dinosaur. Then you had the cactus, and then you had the lighthouse and the boat.
Then with the steakhouse.
The
Hilltop Steakhouse with all the
Elizabeth was looking around. Like America's all these zany
that's just Route 1.
all these zany kind of restaurants like on the freeway,
so we used to take all these pictures and look at this, what we found and send it home. It used to be our amusement, didn't it?
But there's this guy I worked with.
You don't need to tell the story.
No,
he does. Yeah, he does.
On the wine topic, and he was Chinese. Yeah. And he had some really long Chinese first name that was totally, you can pronounce it, or most people can pronounce it, most English people can pronounce it, or American people, or English-speaking people. So he decided to change his first name. Yeah. He said, keep the second name Wang, first name, change it. So he decided to change it to the name of his favorite hamburger place,
Okay.
Which was Hardy's. So from then on, he was Hardy Wang. And I remember the first time I had a meeting with him, I was really
maturity
trying
level
to put
up
together
here.
like Hardy Wang. Like, so how did you get the name Hardy Wang? And he told me the story. I was like, right, okay.
And no one
I don't think anyone had the
wherewithal to say.
Well, what are you going to say? Like,
He legally changed his name to,
dude,
yeah.
Like, you know.
Well, maybe it works well with the ladies. Hi, I'm Hardy Wang. Yeah, maybe you're missing a joint. That's a selling point.
I still keep in touch with him.
Do you?
I don't touch Hardy Wang, but I keep in touch with him.
I'm so glad you came in. Go put your head torch on.
Yeah, I'm going to go get some hay for the goats.
Oh dear. I did a crappy day on the barn this morning because I realized it was going to take us so long to get into Boston. I know. And I was hoping that Claudette or someone would have showed up today, but it does not appear. No, I don't. I need to burn off some exercise because I've been napping all day. I feel like everybody else would be up all night now, productive, and I was sound asleep. Oh, not good when I do that.
So, Carla, we think we've got a young mini horse, the grey and white one.
Yes, yeah. And he is going to be part of the program. I know that I feel like people get an Angus, and someone wrote me an angry message about the fact that I rehomed Angus. No, they're just off camera. They're right over in the corner.
Oh, the cows.
The cows. They're right over in the Wallace World stalls.
Yes.
And that's because of they're separate. They're cows, so they're not going to transfer any disease from the quarantine horses to the other horses, and they're in the big paddock there just until the horses leave, which is right around Thanksgiving. And I got a message from the Angus's new dad, and they're just so thrilled with that donkey. And again, I just want to. The match between Angus and his two new dads, I just knew when I met Fred and Michael and they have this beautiful farm, and they are just really two fun people. I just knew, and they wanted a donkey to add character to the farm. I just knew it was a perfect match for Angus. Yes. And I'm waiting. They have all these plans on where they're going to bring Angus, and I'm waiting to see pictures of him at the dinner table and in their house. So. Yeah, good match. We don't, we still have rescue at our roots, and we still, because we are scarred from years of going to New Holland and picking up animals and donkeys and feral donkeys, and we know we have the power to retrain them and find them good homes and rehome them and repurpose them. I think is the word I'm looking for. Repurpose them as animals that are doing therapy and good things for the world. We have the power and the experience to do that. So. But the one thing that we don't have is the wherewithal to have so many animals. No, animals on top of animals, and it seems like it's a lot of work. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's a lot of work. And we can't have too many animals sink the ship because they all need to be fed, they need to be cleaned, and they can. I'll just get the turkey then.
Well,
you're doing yours or not?
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, just don't pull down anything. It's not.
So we try to find homes to loosen the load, especially for the winter. So Angus is a perfect match, so we jumped on it. I don't really think there's other donkeys that are in need of, like Angus, he wasn't good for the program, but he will rely on each other. That's why we did that. But we will continue, like the gray horse that we brought in. We're going to use him for the program. We're going to train him for the program. And if somebody comes along and wants to continue what Goldy's farm does up in, don't kick it. Is that the turkeys inside?
That's for the turkeys down there next.
Yeah. Okay. Because that's all the turkey food we have. Did you get some in the car?
No, I didn't. Because
we went through the debate
where
so that's of turkey food.
Here, I'll get some nice stuff. Yes.
Okay.
So it's a lot to feed all these guys too. Constant trying to stay ahead of not just the grain bill, but making sure we had grain in the barn.
Yeah.
So if we can train an animal to do a job of helping the community
and continue the program elsewhere.
Then that furthers our reach.
Yeah.
And there are animals like Elvis who will stay here till probably I die and he may kill me. And there are animals that we just won't rehome, Delight, Elvis, probably Arthur, and
Enzo,
Ted, blah blah blah. Those animals are here.
Harley.
Animals that we bring in don't necessarily need to stay here for their entire lives because they will outlive us. Angus is he's what, a year and a half old. He will live till he's 40, and maybe even longer. Donkeys have been known to go over 40. I'm 60 right now, so and
I'm 55.
He went to a home with two people that are in their early 40s. So
Yeah.
they'll only have until their 80s.
Yeah. We're dead.
Yeah, we'll be long gone at this rate. I'm going to be long gone. So.
And I think it's a responsible thing to do as well, because you do want them to find a good forever home.
Yeah.
And one where you're confident. I'm sure they're going to keep in contact with us.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know that I
knows them. So
yeah. So you know, I feel like people get upset, but that's just, you know, we're very careful where we put our animals.
Yeah.
And we're not doing it as much because we're not in the rescue. We're trying not to be in the rescue business.
Apart from the two we've just brought in.
Yeah. But you know, there's still we have, when you go down to the places that we've gone and you see lines and lines of donkeys and horses, you can't not. But then where are we going to find room for them? Yeah, it's only so much capacity. So that's why we are continuing to rehome animal into good places. And I'm sorry if the camera people don't necessarily.
But if it's a change is a difficult thing.
Yeah, and if you go out to my Facebook page, you'll see Fred. He's one of my friends. I can't remember. He's like Fred and Michael something. He has a weird name on social media, but you can. I said to expect to have people that are Angus followers reaching out to him. So he will friend you, and you can see the adventures of Angus.
And I don't expect to see Harley there because she is not an Angus follower.
Yeah. And like when I go down to Aiken, people that follow Ginny, I will be using Ginny. Remember Ginny, that little chestnut? Oh, that's Judy. Oh, that's Judy. Judy's back? Oh, in fact, hold on a minute.
Hello.
Hello. Judy, come on. We're in mail chat.
I just saw lights down here. I didn't
know.
Come in.
There's Judy.
Hello.
This is where we're all hanging out now. Here, have Wanda.
She's warm.
Yeah, she's warm.
I saw lights on here.
That's the camera there.
Oh, hello, everybody.
It's a rare opportunity to see Judy.
Oh, lucky you.
I'm going to go to the shores.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
You can take over.
You can tell everybody how wonderful Willow is.
She is wonderful. I just picked her up and put her in that car.
Oh,
the car's running over there. Yeah, we're going
because
home.
people did actually notice that she hadn't left. I wasn't aware because she got back after you.
I had to meet some people today in Gloucester, and so I left her here for a couple hours. But she's home. She's in my car now.
Excellent. So she'll be happy. So she's away off home.
She's very happy.
And you're delighted with her.
Yes, I love her. She's crazy good.
Yes. That's just what you needed.
We're fortunate.
Very fortunate.
Yeah.
And
This is fun.
Yeah. It's got bars in the window and everything.
I know. Well, they need that to keep us in.
Yeah, I know exactly.
This is great.
In case we escape.
Yes.
Oh, that was a good job today.
It was a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was super. Really super. See?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was.
Hey, I have to thank everybody for everything that they do. We get little cards and mail, and you guys are super. We really appreciate you. And I never get to say anything.
No, because you go home.
I know.
You need to stay.
I know.
See?
My baby.
I know.
This is crazy.
She's in a bit of shock. If you're going home, will you take her back into Colleen's house because she's too cold out here?
Yes, I will.
I think
I will take her. And I'm sorry to say goodbye, but Willow's in the car, so I'm going to take her home.
No.
All right. See you. Thank you so much.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good weekend.
Thank you.
Bye, Judy. Yeah, Sally has really made herself into an amazing attraction, but we also thank Bella for producing her to the level that she did. So that's fantastic. And yes, those two chickens, you can call them Broody and Frizzle all you like. That would be super. And Sally does just jabber away all the time. She is so funny. She loves those ducks. It's the most peculiar thing.
I have her in the car right now.
Yeah, the fountains we were going to take in this weekend, and then we got waylaid, so they're going to have to come in soon, because it's getting colder, although we're not at freezing. And I don't think Janine has found her pink cat quite yet. Yes, Pat. Sally is the queen duck. She most definitely is that. Now. We may get round to doing the fountains this weekend. Yeah, Nick is so naughty. You just can't trust him. Wanda is a total baby. You know, when Janine and I go out in the car, she sits on my knee and co-drives. She's hilarious. Yes, Judy's turtle is in hibernation. Oh, Carla, I don't know what the last name is. Maybe Janine will post it. Oh, the 4 rescues that we have at the moment, 2 of them are ours and the other 2 are going to another rescue. We're just quarantining the 2 large horses. The 2 minis belong to us. We expect the grey and white gelding, who Janine says is very young, we expect to be able to train him as part of the program. The mare, who is described on her coffin as aged, we'll need to see how her temperament turns out. I think she looks lovely. So she may be, we will train her to be part of the program. She may not stay with our program, and there's other programs in other states that have asked us whether or not we would put in the training time and then release the animals to them. So that might be something that she's used for. So there we are. And we'll be back tomorrow, I think. Although, no, we'll definitely be back tomorrow. So we look forward to seeing you then, and thank you very much for joining us. Night, night. No Wanda's away. Put this down here. Oh, I can see a top of myself.
Arthur, you're looking stunning.